All rise.
Please sit down.
Good afternoon, Mr. Witness. You may kindly take your seat. Mr. Witness, for continuation of your testimony before this Commission of Inquiry into Local Government Councils and related matters, may I remind you that you are still under oath before I hand you over to Madam Chair for us to proceed. Thank you. Madam Chair, over to you.
Mr. Keita, good afternoon, and you are welcome back. Council, we may proceed.
Yes, we were discussing the vouchers. Not the vouchers, but what you referred to as the technical specification that you sent to the contractors.
Yeah.
And please speak into the microphone.
Yes.
Now, again, let me ask, how were they sent? How was it sent to the contractors, the three potential contractors?
As I said, I made calls to Nyakasi.
You made calls to Nyakasi?
Yes, and Bridge, two of them. Yes.
How did you know Nyakasi?
Nyakasi, I knew Nyakasi very long time.
Okay.
Yes, yeah. As I said, he is also a civil servant. Yes, works with the Department of Water Resources.
Is Nyakasi a contractor?
Yeah, he acts as a contractor because
he acts as a contractor.
Yes.
So do you take him as a contractor?
Well, I would say yes.
Because he acts as one.
Yeah, he acts as a contractor.
So we can act like a pilot and we are pilots.
Yeah, because if you coordinate or work as a contractor, I will tell you as a contractor.
He works as a contractor?
Yes.
How does he work as a contractor?
Yeah, because he comes to do works with us.
What kind of works?
Like the one at Darussalam.
No, that is the one we were discussing. Before that?
No, before that, as an advisor to us, because we work in the same team.
Is he an advisor or a contractor or someone who works as a acts as a contractor?
It's dual in this way.
Dual?
Yeah.
What is a dual in this?
When it is official, for example, if council needs an official advice in terms of water-related activities,
he comes in.
We call their department, and most of the time he is the officer on the ground representing the water resources.
Council needs an unofficial one.
Yeah, unofficial one. We call any contractor for that matter.
So what is he? A contractor or what?
He's a contractor on that side.
On which side?
on the side of works that he conducts as a contractor.
You have seen him conduct some works before?
For him? No.
We are talking about him.
Yes.
You have seen him conduct works before?
Yeah, because the Darussalam project is a contractor on that. Because
before that?
No.
So what made you believe that he is a contractor?
Yeah,
you haven't seen him do any work before this one?
Yeah, Palodi contract also, he works on Palodi.
Come again?
Palodi is a village, is a borehole in the list.
He was given the contract for
yes, for Palodi, for drilling a borehole there too.
Before the Darussalam one?
Yes.
Before Darussalam?
After Darussalam.
Can we talk about before?
No, before I could not remember any work.
So why would you call him and then for him to send a quotation?
Why would I?
Call him.
Yeah, because he is the best person for him to select for us a contractor.
Did he select for you a contractor?
No, he can know the people and give forms or advice that they can apply for works at the council.
Now, did he do that in this one?
Yes.
Who?
Yeah, because when he came with Sane's enterprise.
Who came with them?
Yeah, he came with that invoice for us.
Did he tell you he selected Sane Enterprise?
Yes.
Who is Sane Enterprise?
I don't know him, but I knew Nyakasi works with Sane.
Nyakasi works with Sane?
Yeah, because he is the representative of Sane. I don't know Sane. I have never met him before, but Nyakasi is the guy who works with Sane.
How does he work with Sane? Mr. Keita?
Because he submitted his document to us. We have never met who is Sane.
Nyakasi submitted Sane's document to you?
Yes.
Is that how it works?
Is that?
How it works?
Yes.
This is how it works?
Yeah, because any submission that we receive in the office, any submission, for example, if you apply for a tender, the submissions are sent to the office.
Which office?
Our office.
Your which office?
The Kerewan Area Council office.
Yes.
Yes.
Which unit there?
Which
unit?
No, procurement, in fact, CEO's office in general.
Okay.
It's the CEO's office.
Are you working with CEO in this? CEO knows Nyakasi?
Yes, he knows Nyakasi.
Finance director?
He knows Nyakasi.
And they know Nyakasi civil servant?
Yes.
And they gave him a contract?
No, they don't give me a contract per se in this way.
Per se? What is per se?
Like
when you want to just mislead people, you start to use funny words.
That of Darussalam.
Yes.
Is Sane Enterprise. You know, I cannot say
a contract or not.
We gave him contracts.
You and CEO and finance director.
The council and the contract committee.
Well, where is the minutes of meetings that?
I gave you that minutes.
We applied to tender the minutes of the contracts committee. It says a contracts committee meeting held on the 6th of February 2019 at the office of the Chief Executive Officer, Kerewan Area Council. To have it admitted evidence and marked accordingly.
The Contracts Committee meeting held on the 6th of February 2019 at the office of the Chief Executive Officer, Kerewan Area Council is hereby admitted in evidence as an exhibit, and it is marked as LGC/KEAC/AK/004.
Now, may I please have the exhibit? Who is Alpha M. Khan?
He was the vice chairperson of the council before.
And also a member of the contracts committee?
Yes.
Alaji Pane?
He's a councillor, former councillor.
And you have the CEO, Director of Finance?
Yes.
And you are present?
Yes.
Now let me give you this minute and you can guide us through the minutes. Yes, please. What is the agenda for the meeting?
The projects to be implemented for the year 2019.
Okay. And where did you address the issue of this borehole for Darussalam?
If you, the next page.
Yes.
Structure and water system projects.
Yes.
Those were the...
Read it, please.
Okay. You have the projects listed where Sinchu Palen.
Yes.
That's Ngen Sanjal Bohol.
Yes.
Dekode, Kerdekode, that's Medina Bohol.
Just read.
Darussalam, Kerewan Bohol. Bandikunda, Nokunda Bohol. Medina Manen, Medina Bohol. Bara Market renovation, Kintekunda, Maronkunda, Salikenye.
Yes.
Then you have Darulilwan, Jabokunda, New Market, Ker Abdul Fadi, Kerwali, and Bantandin Tukulur street lights.
Is that all?
Yeah, that's all.
Where's the part with respect to selecting or giving the award for Darussalam to anyone?
Yeah. From this one, that was where the tenders came. The award, like to send in quotation.
Where is that part in that meeting?
Is in the payment system. You know, normally.
Payment system.
Yeah, because that allocation, if the contract committee sits for the specific project, that is in a file. Specific project.
Did the contract committee award this Darussalam?
Yes.
To
Sane and Sane.
Where are the minutes of the meeting?
It should be in the records.
So you.
What I don't have that. I don't have that record here.
So what is the relevance of that?
This is a reference for me. This is a reference that I had at the time.
Do you agree that minute of meetings doesn't address the issue of Darussalam?
Specifically, yes.
There's nothing like specifically. It does not. Do you understand? It didn't address it in a general way, nor a specific way. So what is the purpose of you seeking to admit this minutes of meeting?
Because, you know, you asked me about the contract committee.
Yes. But I asked you, you said, these are the minutes
and you have, and you say you have whether you have meetings.
I asked you about the award, you said yes, that is a minute of meeting.
I don't have the award minute here.
Okay. And then that minute of meetings is not the minutes of meeting for Darussalam.
Well.
Do you agree?
Yes.
Okay. Now we move on. How did you award the contract to Darussalam? I'm even saying Darussalam because the invoice says Darussalam.
Yeah, Darussalam.
Yes. But the payment is not Darussalam, right?
The payment is
made to who?
Darussalam is the village.
Yes, but sorry, I mean Sane Enterprise.
Yes.
Darussalam is the village for the
For the borehole. Yes.
The invoice is Sane Enterprise. Sane Enterprise General Merchandise.
Yes.
But who received the payment?
I cannot tell because I don't pay.
No, it is in your, you know who was paid.
No,
Who were you dealing with?
I was dealing with Nyakasi representing Sane.
Exactly.
Yes, but I cannot say per se whether Nyakasi was the one receiving or not.
Mr. Keita, you invited Nyakasi in the area council.
Yes.
And Nyakasi posed as a contractor.
Yes.
So what are we talking about? Of course he is paid.
The company is paid.
Which company?
Sane Enterprise.
Who owns Sane Enterprise?
Sane is the Sane Enterprise company.
Who owns Sane Enterprise? Who is Sane Enterprise?
Represented by, I don't know Sane.
Represented by?
Nyakasi.
They sent an application to say Sane Enterprise is being represented by Nyakasi.
No, normally,
That is why you should not put your hand in procurement. You are the problem of the council. Very corrupt. Very, very, very corrupt.
No.
All you are trying to explain here makes no sense. I have vouchers here that suggest that you are trying to sanction payments or effect payments or solicit payments. What is your business in trying to get trying to get a contractor? Tell me.
Trying to?
Get a contractor. You brought Nyakasi. What is your business in that?
Yeah, but I'm the technical advisor to the council.
To do what?
Whatever
capacity.
Whatever development activities, my term of reference.
Stick to development.
Yeah, but how can you do development without your technical input?
Appointing contractor. Are you experiencing
No,
that?
I don't appoint contractor. I'm part of a committee.
Suggesting, in fact, if you were part of the committee.
Yes.
Listen, if you were part of the committee, contracts committee, that is, in fact, the more reason why you should not have any business with whosoever is going to even apply. There shouldn't be any conflict. So you don't know what you are saying. It makes it more serious that you are part of the contracts committee and you are inviting bidders or invite people to be awarded a contract. Inviting your friends to come and get money and then you have a share. No wonder you have the amount for $850,000. It's an exorbitant, insane amount for a borehole.
You see?
Your kickback.
No.
Of course.
Don't say that.
Of course I would say that. Mr. Keita, I should say, listen to me, I should say more than this.
No.
You have a procurement department.
I will not agree to that, council, because I have seen a borehole of the same nature in the same year, 2.5 million. So if you tell me this borehole is exorbitant, I will not agree to that because I have my evidence.
Naturally, Mr. Keita, you know why?
Yes.
You have another Mr. Keita in that area.
No. This GAM Works project was implemented in the region in the same year, which I was part of the monitoring team with the GAM Works consultants, a borehole of 6 taps in the community, 6 boreholes in the North Bank region where council benefited of 16 million for 6 taps. That's $2.7 million per borehole.
That's true.
So if you tell me 850 is exorbitant for the same taps.
You see, the issue is you said here that you knew nothing about boreholes. Did you not say that?
Yes.
Okay, so
you cannot. At Sinchu Palen. I said Sinchu Palen at the time of Sinchu Palen.
Mr. Keita,
yes.
We have the invoices. The issue of the wrong person paid, having your friend come over and getting paid, we will discuss that extensively.
Okay.
You think you will escape that? You cannot escape that.
All right.
Because you have no hand in procurement, should not have any business in procurement. You know what you should limit yourself to? Your expert opinion. And also, to limit yourself at the contracts committee level, if you have meetings and you evaluate, if documents are before you, the procurement method that is to be adopted, you guys discuss it. If there's a conflict of interest, you guys stay away from it. You don't even meet contractors.
Council, I will tell you that before the advent of GPPA in council, Kerewan Area Council recruited a procurement clerk in 2016. Before procurement unit was established in council, it was the planning responsible for the coordination of development activity, especially infrastructure.
You see?
So when it happens,
When you say-
gradually we transit from one responsibility to handover. And that was gradual, while the procurement clerk also was being capacitized in this
You don't have
process.
the capacity. You yourself, you don't have capacity. Who will you give capacity to?
No, but that was the system.
But the system is wrong.
Yes, I admit this
It's meant
is
to
wrong.
defraud the institution. In 2016, you have a procurement clerk. Why would you, how many years will it take you to hand over? This is 2019.
Yes.
This is 2019. You had so many years to hand over in a function that is entirely not yours, an area that you are not an expert in. You sit here, you say you are in the process of handing over. In that process, you are causing the council financial loss. Comfortably.
No.
You are not handing over. Because it's difficult to hand over because money is involved.
No.
So you, the CEO, the finance director, you have a lot to answer. The money is involved. You don't even know what you're doing. The invoice reads from Sane Enterprise. Borehole drilling, $250,000. What is that? What does that mean? I'm asking you.
It's the borehole drilling.
What is borehole drilling?
Drilling a borehole.
So just to drill it means is what you are paying for $250,000?
Yeah, that's what
is that the fair price?
Yes.
So you did your market survey?
That's what I'm telling you.
Have you done your market survey?
I said the same year, 2018-2019, borehole projects in the North Bank region were implemented. The same borehole, 6 taps for the communities, and it was costing borehole 2.5 million per borehole.
If I were you, I would be ashamed of saying that.
You were?
If I were you, I'd be ashamed of saying that. You and I know you people will inflate prices, have an agreement with these contractors and get your cut.
No, what I'm telling you, this GAM work is not council's project.
Now, this borehole drilling.
Sorry, Council. Mr. Keita, it's very disappointing when you want to compare what you have done with what GAM Works have done, because even if it is not council's project, there is a counterpart funding.
Yes.
That is taxpayers' money that is paid to GAM Works to do the work.
Yes.
And it was your responsibility as a development officer to have an oversight responsibility. And that is why council is telling you, you ought to have been independent in this, because your role and responsibility, pursuant to what the law is saying, you are the one that is supposed to give a certificate of completion to say, we are satisfied with the work of the contractor. And where there is default or problem, it is for you to make sure that you report it to the council for it to be taken care of. Is that not your responsibility as a development officer in the council? That is your primary responsibility, but not to meddle in contract activity. Where have you read that you are supposed to be meddling in contract activity? Aside from you having an oversight responsibility, seeing whether the contracts that have been given to contractors have been duly executed. The corrupt activity that GAM Works have done, you should have been the person that should have highlighted that and taken it up to say that you have constructed this and we have a percentage of money, of taxpayers' money, which we have put there, you understand? We do not think that this is feasible. Or we do think that this is too much. Or you even renegotiate the counterpart funding, or you allow them to do it themselves. If they have the money somewhere to dig a big borehole for 1 million, you understand, your money should not go into that. Is that not fair? Is that not what you were supposed to have done? Answer me.
No, it's different, ma.
What is different?
You know, GAM Works projects are delegated management contracts. They have their consultants, they have their engineers, and in fact,
so why are you now comparing? No, listen.
The price is...
No, listen. Why are you now comparing it when you know that they have management consultant, this and that?
Yeah.
Why do you have to then compare what GAM Works have done and what you have done?
No,
why do you have to compare it then?
I'm just putting the issue of the pricing.
Thank you. Council, you may proceed.
On the table.
Mr. So what I was driving at is that you have a market survey. You know what a market survey is?
Yes.
What is a market survey?
To look out around and check for the prices in terms of price differences.
Did you do that?
No.
Okay, good. So if you do not do that, how are you sure you're not paying more than what you're supposed to pay?
Yeah.
I'm asking you.
No, that is the presentations that we have.
Yes.
The submissions.
Yes, but you don't.
And based on the submissions, we thought that the cheapest is good for council.
The cheapest is the one you had brought, because do you know is it INET Enterprise?
Yes.
Who owns INET?
INET is Nyakasi.
Nyakasi.
Yes.
Nyakasi,
Sorry,
INET.
Nyakasi brother, his brother.
Nyakasi's brother owns INET.
Yes, his brother. I don't know his name.
How about, is it, what because the words.
Bridjoy.
Come again?
Bridjoy. BRIJOY.
Bridjoy. Who owns Bridjoy?
The guy has passed away. He's one old man. He's called Karamo.
Karamo what?
Karamo Kasama.
He owns Bridjoy Enterprise.
Yes.
Passed away when? Which year?
Some 6, 7, 10 years, in fact, almost, no, 6 years, no, yeah, around that, 5, 6 years.
Was he alive during this time, 2019?
Yeah, it was, I think it was taken over by
these invoices.
Yeah,
You could up these invoices.
The date.
Nyakasi came with 3 invoices.
No.
You said Sana Enterprise. One. Who is Sana Enterprise?
I don't know Sani.
How did they win if you don't know Sana Enterprise?
I say he was represented by Nyakasi.
And then Nyakasi's brother is INET.
Yes.
Does that make sense to you?
Yeah, because what happened?
Does it make sense to you first?
He called.
Does it make sense to you?
The telephone contact.
Does that make sense to you?
Because I don't know INET as Nyakasi's company. That's why.
But you know INET as Nyakasi's brother's company?
Yes.
His brother is that?
In fact, his brother, currently he said he's traveled to US.
Which of the brother?
Which of the brothers?
Yes.
No, I don't know his name.
You don't know his name?
No.
Have you met him?
No, you know, these companies, they register.
Have you met him?
I have never met him also.
Okay. But you met Nyakasi?
Yes.
And Nyakasi, you didn't meet the brother, but Nyakasi was given the contract.
Was Nyakati given is the Sane Enterprise giving the contract?
No. You don't know Sana Enterprise?
Yes, but the
You have not
submissions,
Sana Enterprise before.
the submissions facing in front of us was Sane.
Don't say us. You are the one who solicited and who asked for these invoices.
No,
You said you called them.
no. Yeah,
You don't say
I called. I made a call through Nyakasi, who we thought technically is going to advise us.
Exactly. So through Nyakasi, you reach the other two.
Yes.
You see? Even if you have a 3-year-old baby, we see in between the lines. Through Nyakasi, you met the other, you have 2 other extra invoices.
Maybe.
2 extra invoices.
Because technically, that's our belief that he's going to provide us with people who will be able to provide us with the quality.
Did he do that?
Yes.
Did he do that?
Yeah, we had a good borehole.
Yes, you had a good borehole.
And the taps are still working.
You had a good borehole, very expensive borehole. The borehole you had no idea about, paid a lot of money for. And the CEO was aware of this.
Yes.
Right? In your statement, you said, I understand that the second page, the contract agreement signed was between the Kerewan Area Council and one Nyakasi Gasama.
No, I didn't put Nyakasi Gasama there.
On behalf of Sanes and Son Enterprise. Do you have the contract with you?
Yeah, Sane was the contract.
Do you have the contract?
The what?
The contract.
No, it's in the contract file that was submitted.
Let me see whether I have it here to show you. Who drafted the contract? Is it you?
Who?
You drafted the contract?
Yes, our office is responsible for drafting according to the specification.
So this was signed This was signed in your office. That's the contract you drafted?
No.
Turn to the next page.
Okay, fine.
You say yes? Is it a yes?
Yes.
So this is a contract you drafted.
No, this is not the final sheet. You don't have this.
It's not complete.
Yeah, it's not complete. All the contracts have specifications, payments, time, retention period. All that second sheet is not attached.
Right.
It has been changed. This should not be here.
Is that the development file?
Yeah, this is the file.
Mr. Keita?
Yes,
That is the file.
that's a file.
You have seen it? You have seen it?
Yes, I have seen one here. I think this one is it. Yeah.
Have you seen it?
Yeah.
The contract?
I've seen the contract, but the retention, 2 months.
I am just concerned about the signature page.
Yeah, the signature page, yeah, it's okay.
It's present.
Yeah, that one is okay.
And that is the development file.
Yes.
For what period? What is the period covered?
This is not the contract for that one. I don't know. I haven't seen that sheet there.
You can take your time, we can proceed. I can give you a copy of the signature page. What I'm going to ask is only relevant with respect to the page. Mr. Keita.
Because the last page, that is the only page I don't see. But all the rest is okay. The payment is okay.
Is the signature part there?
Yeah, this all that was just the retention period.
Is the signature part there?
Is there?
For the contract awarded to Sane?
Yes, it's
Enterprise?
there. Yes.
That is the only thing I need.
Okay, that's there.
Now, you will apply to, what period does that file cover?
What period
Does it cover, the file you have, your file?
It was 2018. It's 2018 to 2022, really.
To 2022?
Yeah, but I'm seeing 2023 here, but it's only 2022.
We apply to have the file, development file, turned into evidence and marked accordingly from 2018.
But it's very scanty anyway, I don't know. Most of the documents are not here, I don't know.
You can bring them if you have them.
Mr. Keita, you said this is covering 2018 to when?
22.
22.
Yeah, it was just a wrong label in there on that.
It stopped at 2022.
Yes.
But I have a bundle of documents, and there is a paper that clipped it, and it indicated 2023.
Yeah, it's supposed to be.
Perusing, hold on, and perusing through the document, there are documents that are dated 2023.
Okay.
Can you check this and confirm whether all of this that are contained in this, because this is the entire file you submitted to us. No document is missing, right? And you have this. So please check and confirm whether everything in that document is 2022 to January 2023.
This is 2023. There's only one contract for 2023.
What's the date for the one in 2023 that I have seen?
2023, the date is 2023, 17th of April.
2023?
Yes.
This is in reference to which project?
It's a market set at Sarakunda. That
Give
is
me the rest.
That is 20. The rest you have only one 2020 here.
So it all stops at 2022, right?
Yes.
Okay. Let me have it.
This is the only one for 2023. The rest is just an attachment.
Where is the 2023? When was this 2023 contracted? Was it in 2022? And you wrote the agreement in 2023?
No,
Listen to the question, Mr. Keita.
the date on the signature is the effective date.
Oh.
April 2023.
Okay, this
Is-
would not be.
Yeah.
This will not be within our mandate. The project contracts covering the project contracts from the development unit covering the period 2018 to 2022 is hereby admitted. The file is hereby admitted in evidence as an exhibit, and it is marked as LGC/KEAC/AK/005.
Ask the commission, please. Now, who signed for the winner of the award? Sani Enterprise.
It's Nyakasi.
Why would Nyakasi sign?
Well, that's the guy we know.
That is the guy you know.
We know representing the company.
Did the company tell you Nyakasi is representing them?
No, we don't know the company.
So you know Nyakasi?
Yes.
Did the company tell you that Nyakasi is representing them?
No.
So why would he sign for a company you don't know about?
You know,
Is the company registered?
yes.
Where is the registration?
I did not bring it, but the registration is with us.
Write it down, write it down. You have to bring it.
Yes, I have. The registration is there.
Write it down.
Registration.
Yes. That's where. Mr. Keita,
Yes.
you do not know Sun Enterprise.
No, I don't know Sana Enterprise.
You called, so when you were calling, who did you call in Sun Enterprise? Who did you speak to?
All our contacts, communications is Nyakas.
Nyakasi.
Yes.
For all these 3 invoices, Nyakasi brought them.
No, he brought Sane
He didn't bring Sane
and INET.
and INET.
Yes.
And the other one?
The other one was the guy who I told you that has passed.
But you didn't tell us when he passed away.
Yeah, I couldn't recall the day.
Was he alive when you got the invoice?
Yes,
He was alive.
he was alive.
And when you got the invoice,
Yes,
and you contacted him,
yes.
he has an office.
No, you know, I have a telephone for all the registered contractors in the region.
So you are the one doing the procurement.
No.
You said that already.
I act also as a registrar, because normally all the contractors in the region, they register with the area council. So when they come to registration, their registers are done through our office. So when they register, we have a record of all of them, those who are registered with us and their telephone number.
Why was it impossible to involve the procurement in this? Tell me.
You see, that process of registration,
In 2019, why was it impossible to involve procurement in this borehole?
you see, procurement is involved.
How?
But if you go to the records, the payment vouchers and all the...
The job you have done is supposed to be done by the procurement unit, correct?
No, this is not the
The
original.
job you have done here is supposed to be carried out by the procurement unit. You agree?
Yes.
Why did they not do the job? Why was it you, planning director or deputy director, and not procurement?
You see, I am saying that the time procurement is more aware of issues, that was the time we are working with them.
By 2019,
Because it's the procurement clerk
by
that was
2019, the procurement, they were not aware of issues.
No, she was appointed in 2016.
Yes.
17, 18, and 19, it was training, and then...
Who was training?
No, she had a training at Brikama.
And so?
And when she came back, we were working together also. But gradually, we were transferring responsibilities.
You were transferring responsibilities?
Yes, for her to be able to catch up the works that needed to be done.
To catch up, to come to your level?
Probably.
Your level in procurement?
Yes.
Which is elementary?
Elementary. And,
Yes.
and by the time also, they are also elementary. We are all both elementary at the time.
Yes. But you are in development?
Yes.
And planning?
Yes.
Let me give you the act and it will tell you what your job is. Mr. Keita, the only thing I got from here, your evidence, is your actions were deliberate. Very deliberate. Can you read what your role is? That is the Local Government Act, 2002. Can you read?
Every council, planning, development, part V, planning functions, Section 90, subsection 1. Every council shall be the planning authority for its area and may plan and implement any program or project for the development of the infrastructure, improving the social services, developing human and financial resources, and for the general upliftment of the community.
Yes. Go to the next page.
Prepare a comprehensive and uninterrupted development plan for its
No, just read what it says, the introductory line.
Comprehensive and uninterrupted.
Before that, the line before that.
No, that's what I have here.
Okay, go ahead.
Plan for its area, incorporating all ward plans, coordinate all donor support, approve all project agreements,
Yes,
perform such other functions as may be assigned to it.
yes. So in that responsibility, do you have a procurement responsibility?
No, I don't have a procurement responsibility.
Yep.
I don't have a procurement responsibility.
Mr. Keita, you
Yes.
knew clearly, without doubt, that is it Gassama is not a contractor. This you knew.
Yes.
Yes, this is a fact. You know that he is a civil servant. It's also a fact.
Yes. I know that he's a civil servant.
Yes. You had called him to solicit invoices for people to come and bid for this contract. That is also a fact. He came and gave you 2 invoices. That's also a fact.
He submitted.
Yes, gave and submitted and gave, please, let's proceed.
Yes.
Gave you 2 invoices. That's also a fact. You chose one of the invoices. One is Sane, the other is it Joy or INET? INET. You awarded Sane Enterprise the contract. It's a fact. Correct?
Yes.
Good. And Mr. Gassama signed for Sane Enterprise.
Yes.
That is a fact. This process that we have explained, you and I,
Yes.
is totally flawed, very wrong. It's absolutely open to, in fact, you cannot have a much more organized fraudulent scheme than this. When you have the knowledge of what you are doing, and you intentionally went ahead and did it, flouting all the rules. Even if you were assuming the rule of the procurement unit, you would have done it right and done it properly. But you had ill intentions. And because it's okay, everybody does it in all the institutions, so it's supposed to be okay. You call your friend, he comes over, he brings you invoices. You have no market survey. You know he's not a contractor. He signs representing a contractor you have never seen. And you think it's okay? You think if you tell that to a 3-year-old child, the person will agree with you, that's okay? That's not. It's against the rules. Clearly against the rules. No ambiguity in this. And you cost council more than $850,000. You know why it is important? Because you had said you knew nothing about borehole drilling this time. Correct? Correct? Is that a fact? Did you say that?
We say yes.
Yes.
We say very little knowledge. Then we are just starting to engage ourselves in borehole drilling.
The summary of which is you knew nothing about borehole drilling at that stage.
Yeah.
And so you would not know where the amount is exorbitant or not. That is, if we are to assume that you don't have a fallacy from this. If the commissioners are to assume that you acted innocently, it is to say you were ignorant. But you are not ignorant. You are part of the fraudulent scheme.
You are part of
Between you and your God, you are part of the fraudulent scheme. You had the technical specification you have sent. The first thing you requested is a borehole dimension of 4.5 inches. Did the price tell you it is for 4.5 inch? Let me give it to you. For Sane Enterprise, did it tell you that it's for 4.5 inch?
Yes.
Yes.
The total is 850, yes.
No, I'm not asking you that. The first item on the list says borehole drilling.
250.
What is the inch? The inches involved? Is it stated there?
No. The
Yes.
4.5, no, it's not.
Exactly. But the specification you purportedly sent, which there's no evidence of, says 4.5 inches. So how do you know whether the $250,000 is meant to be for, let's say, 10 inches or thereabout, or a different measurement?
You know, when the drilling is...
I'm saying it does not commensurate with what you have.
Yes.
Good.
Through the papers, it's not.
It's the papers where we are interested in. You were never interested about the papers because you don't think that you would be asked this question anytime, any day. Because you cannot be alone in this, because your team would be involved. Your CEO and your finance director, possibly. will be involved in the scheme. So this is just a formality. That's what the procurement officer said to you in your letters, in her letter to the CEO. Do you understand? You have rotary drilling not exceeding 50 meters. What is not exceeding 50 meters? It can be 1 meter. 1 meter is not exceeding 50 meters. Is it? So what is not exceeding 50 meters? Where have you seen this kind of technical specification before?
No, that specification is normally when they are drilling, it can exceed that meter. So
Yes.
if it happens, normally the contractor claims for additional money.
Yes.
Because you cannot just also leave it open
Yes.
for the contractor. But when you do the survey of the groundwater, you know that this particular borehole, at least you get up to 50 meters.
The pump capacity at 2.5 meters. Do you have the Sani Enterprise invoice? Does it address the issue of the pump capacity at 2.5 meters?
It is not here, but the provided pump is.
But it's not there.
Yes, it's not
The
stated.
tank capacity, what do you have for the tank capacity?
The number of tanks is there.
The capacity.
Yes,
Yes, what?
it's not mentioned.
It's not mentioned.
Yes,
The total pipe lane.
the meters also is not mentioned.
Okay.
Yes,
The pump type.
is mentioned.
Read it, please. What do you have there for the pump type?
The pump is ground force. Ground force.
Come again?
Ground force.
What do you have is submersible subfloor, centrifugal or helical rotor pump. Do you have that there?
At the time,
Do you have that there?
no.
Okay, good. Let's proceed. Tap head.
Tap heads.
How many?
Six. Yes.
That's the only one you have correct. Supply and install with good workmanship. What is that? What kind of technical specification is that? What kind of technical specification is supply and install with good workmanship? What is good workmanship?
Yeah, that is a specification normally.
You know what you are saying.
Yes.
You have no idea what you are saying. You just have to fill the forms, write in the necessary information, get money paid to a civil servant who is a non-contractor. And whenever you have dealt with the money, you should pay this money. You should pay this money. That's the issue. This $850,000 should be paid back. If I have to advise, I will advise that you pay. You have engaged yourself in a criminal activity. What is any other works deemed necessary for the proper execution of the contract from start to finish? Are you drafting a contract? These are what lawyers will draft as a general clause, as an omnibus clause. You have this in a technical specification. What does it say? What could you imagine may have been the other necessary works that may be deemed for the purpose of executing the contract? Tell me. Tell us. I'm asking you.
Yeah, you know, contracts, you cannot.
This is not a contract. This is technical specification.
Yeah,
You are supposed to be an expert, communicating to an expert to tell them what you exactly want. You don't have an idea. That's a fact. We have an expert here. You don't have an idea about what technical specification is. Correct? You don't. Do you agree with that?
Yes.
You do not.
But I said it.
Yes.
I said it
No,
initially.
but you saying it is one thing. You now trying to act as if your one is another thing, and you giving a contract to your friend is another thing. Convincing the council. You are the CEO.
No.
So that invoice, did it match with your technical specification?
The committee sits over it.
Does your invoice match with technical specification? That invoice, Science Enterprise? It does not.
No, it doesn't.
Exactly.
It doesn't.
So on what basis did you award the contract to Sane?
Most responsive in terms of price.
He is not responsive because he doesn't address any of the issues you have raised. He is not responsive. He's your friend.
No.
He's not your friend.
He's not my friend.
You have never known him.
It's the
You
work.
consult him
It's the
verbally.
work. It's the work that binds us.
He's your colleague.
No.
He's not your colleague.
It's the work that binds us.
What work?
As a
Side
civil.
work, the dealing work,
No.
kickback work?
Well, no.
Of course. Of course, Mr. Keita.
No.
I think we should move on from this contract, unless there are questions for this contract. Sane,
No question.
thank you very much. Again, you have a similar project for Decote, Medina Mane, and several boreholes that were drilled. It's all, again, I'm sure, the same procedure. You were heavily involved in identifying the contractor, correct?
If you say that I'm involved, but you heavily involved, it's a committee that decides on this, not me, heavily like that.
No, it is you. You are the one who to bring these people, and you, in fact, who taught you how to draft contracts? You have a training on how to draft contracts?
Well, I had been working as a field supervisor for a long time, and also inherited this contract system in the office. I inherited it, how to draft this contract in this way. So I inherited that.
If you look at page 3 of your statement, the last paragraph,
Yes.
You have said that, let me read line 3,
Yes.
which says, I have been requesting quotations from contractors from 2018 to 2019 until in 2020 when the procurement unit took up the responsibility.
Yes.
So if you say you are not heavily involved in the other projects in 2018 and 2019, we have a different understanding of that from your statement.
No,
Because you have clearly indicated in your statement that you, personally, you were requesting for quotation from contractors
Yes.
from 2018 to 2019.
Yes, I admit.
So without the input of the procurement unit.
Yes.
Thank you. Council, you
Mr. Who is Momodu Jaraga?
Momodu Gajaga is a contractor.
Let me give you the contract. Yes. You also requested for the 3 quotations, correct?
I cannot recall.
Did you request for the 3 quotations?
No, I don't think I requested for 3 quotations.
Why? Is there any reason why?
My memory could not give me that, but Gajaga also is someone.
If your memory what?
To give me that whether 3 quotations were issued to him.
No, because Jagaga, there's only one quotation.
Yes, so.
Only one. You only dealt with him directly. It was single sourced. You know what single source is?
Yeah, him
What
alone.
is single source?
For him alone.
So,
This,
so it was single sourced.
Unless I refer back to records, I don't know. Unless I refer back to records, if it was purely single source.
But this is very clear. The fact that is a contract file, you will see all the documents there.
Normally in the file, the procurement processes and the evaluation processes, they are not in my file. That's why I said, unless I get back to records to find out whether it was a single source.
Okay. We'll give you time to do that because you'll have to come back because as far as we are concerned, you were the procurement officer for this period. You doubled as both that of planning and procurement.
Works related, I was heavily involved.
Come again?
Works.
Procurement. We call it procurement. Those works are all termed or classified under procurement. So what we do, Mr. Keita,
Yes.
to help you,
Yes.
you will have to, the file is here, you identify with the register all the borehole drillings and the projects for the period you were the acting procurement officer. Yes?
The file that I've received here doesn't contain all this information.
Then you get the one.
I don't, because I have a list that was submitted.
Then get us the ones. Get us the
It's in the-
remaining and outstanding documents.
I think the payment vouchers. I told them the payment. I even investigated. I told them that most of my information here, they are in the payment vouchers. The vouchers.
You have access
all
to it. If you are
Okay.
if information is requested and you believe it is submitted, you have absolute access.
Okay.
Absolute. As just see Mr. Camara.
All right.
Mr. Camara will facilitate that you have access to the necessary documents that you are looking for.
Okay.
Do you understand that?
All right.
It's as easy as that. So you give us, you give us a breakdown of the procurement process that was followed. I believe it is important that we treat you as a procurement officer for the time that you have isolated the procurement clerk and usurp her powers and responsibilities.
2018.
Do you understand?
Yes.
Let me have that. In your statement, you said, in your second page, third paragraph, that I understand that none of these contracts that were tendered, even though some of the amount involved are above 500,000, but the council instead used RFQ that you did not tender. You didn't flow the tender to have a very, very competitive bidding. You understand that? That was not happening in council. So who was calling the shots? Who was deciding who to award a contract to?
It's the committee that sits over. That's why when I submitted the minutes of that contract committee, they even mentioned the amounts of contract that should be.
You were the clerk of the contract committee at the time?
I had been.
Yes,
sometime,
because
yes. I had been sometime before procurement.
You were the de facto clerk. So what you do, you bring us the minutes of meeting where these awards were discussed.
Okay.
And a determination made. Because in the absence of that information, it will say that you are the one who took this whole decision. This includes the borehole at Decote, Medina Mane, Kerewan, at Kerewan itself, the area council, the sub-treasury at Farafenya, Kir, Juma, Hawa, and Palodi village, for all the boreholes that were being drilled during this period. The drainage that was constructed at Bara Fish Market, the market shed at Chile village, the CEO's quarters, and Kerewan and the fencing of council staffs. For all this, he will need you to provide us detailed explanation of the procurement method and process followed from start to finish. Will you be able to do that?
From 2020, all those records are with the procurement.
I am not asking you from 2020. I'm asking you for these specific projects. So wherever the records are, I had said, let me not repeat that. You can see Mr. Kamara. He will aid you in accessing your file.
I'm saying that the projects that you have mentioned, they are part of 2020, 2021, and 2022, which the processes have gone through the procurement and they are with the procurement. And normally, the informations are sent to GPPA. And I don't even have access to that information. It's with GPPA and with the procurement office.
So from 2020, you were not involved?
Yeah. No, I was not doing the procurement.
You were doing the procurement only for 20 and 2019?
8 years.
Okay. Okay, give us those ones then.
Okay.
Give us those ones. The procurement clerk will be called again.
Yeah, all right.
You understand?
Okay.
You have said that in your statement, you have said something different. Let me read to you what you have in your statement. That similarly, the implemented projects in 2020, which include the drilling of boreholes at Dakote, Medina Mane, and the list goes on, and the construction of the drainage channel, and for the various mentioned places, you said. However, I understand that none of these contracts that were tendered, even though the amount involved are above 500,000, but the council instead used RFQ method to seek for contractors. During this period, there was no effective procurement unit at the council to advise on the most appropriate procurement method. Some of the projects that tendered include the construction of the CEO's quarters at the sum of 960,000 plus. So you were saying there was no effective procurement unit. What do you mean by that?
There was no
effective procurement unit.
Yeah, it was a clerk who virtually also was employed, and it was on training almost.
You are more qualified than the clerk?
No, I'm not more qualified than a clerk.
Then it was probably much more worse to have it on a development deputy director who is less qualified than the clerk.
No, because even now, before procurement took up anything, our office has to come up with the specification.
Listen,
the form.
Don't be mixing things.
Yes.
Nobody is talking about specification here. You have long gone past the issue of specification, which you don't even understand yourself. Your own area.
Yes.
Your own area. You don't even master your own area.
No.
That is a sad part.
No. Maybe if you say a particular
borehole. Other issues?
Maybe a borehole. I have been a worker on construction for more than 20 years now. So if you say you don't know your own area, I will not agree to that, Council.
Let me give you the contract that you had with the construction of the CEO's residence. What was your involvement in that? Of the CEO's residence. Who was contracted?
One Ibrahim Abajo.
Did you give him a technical specification?
Yes.
And a drawing?
Yes.
Do you have copies of those?
I don't have it with me here.
Okay, write it down. We will need you to provide us with all the details of that particular construction. Did you award the contractor with a certificate of completion?
No, we are not using to provide him with that. I haven't given any contractor a certificate of completion.
What is a certificate of completion?
When the work is completed, handed over, you write it.
How do you know the work is completed?
No, for us when we visit.
You, as the deputy director, how would you know that the work is completed?
My portfolio.
Yes.
Is just now as a deputy director. I was an engineer for the council.
My friend, give me.
So if the work is completed, I visit alongside with work specification. If it is completed based on what we have on the design, that is, the work is completed.
The project design.
The project design, yes.
And you will design. You prepare all this design.
My technicians and myself.
Yes. And so you don't do that.
We don't do.
You don't assess the projects to know whether it is completed for you to award certificate of completion.
No, it's just that we don't give the certificate.
If you don't give a certificate, you haven't assessed.
No, if the project is completed, it's just that we don't give out the certificates, and it's sometimes usual.
Why is it important to give out certificates?
Well, it's twofold. One, for the benefit of the contractor, because most of the contractors would say that, okay, I have applied for the job somewhere, they want me to have a completion certificate. Two, the office. Some officers like the CEO, but in our way, what we do, we issue a...
If I tell you you don't know your job, you think I'm joking. You think I am just trying to tell you things that I just want to demean your character. You don't know your job. You have no idea.
I know my job.
Because if you know your job, you have easily explained the importance of a certificate of completion.
I know.
So what is the importance? You're talking about it's good for the contractor.
Yes.
You're saying, what is a certificate of completion?
Certificate of completion, if you are given an assignment and it's completed, you're right to say that the work or assignment is completed.
Do you want to know what a defect liability clause is?
Yes.
What is that?
For us, we call it retention period.
What is that?
If, for example, within a period, you have issued a contract and it has a default or defects within the period, then the contractor comes back to redo it. And it is in our contract. Sometimes it's 6 months or 1 year.
You just copy and paste. You had told us this is the format you found in council.
Yes.
Yes. So but if it is there, it's okay. What is the defect liability clause you have there in the contract that I just gave you?
It's here, I think it's 6 months.
It says what? Just read it aloud.
The date for the commencement of the contract shall be 15 December 2020.
Right.
Then the total works is to be completed within 3 months from the latest date specified. That is 15th March 2021.
Right. That is not a defect liability clause. That is not. It's a period after the execution of the contract. So where is it? You don't know your job. You don't know your job. You copy and paste.
You see, here.
You just master your job first.
Here, the retention period that we use as a defect.
It's a hearing. Read it loud.
Yes, 10% shall be retention money to be paid after completion 6 months of all works. 6 months after all.
Yes.
Works. Yes.
Now, that 10% is from what money?
It's from total money.
Which total money?
The money of the contract.
Do you know that you should have a security guarantee? These contractors, should they have a security guarantee?
Yes.
What is a security guarantee?
You know, the percentage of the contract, whether 2%, 3%, it depends on the client to give a guarantee for the project.
What kind of guarantee?
A bank guarantee.
Was it provided here?
It was not.
So what is the effect of the defect liability period then?
The guy has money with us, and until the 6 months.
The money he has with you is the money that's supposed to complete the project.
No, the project is already completed.
No.
Yes, the project is completed before 90% of the money is paid.
Yes.
Then the 10% is retained after 6 months of completion of the project.
How much does this contractor have in his account when you award him the contract? Do you know?
I don't know.
You have no idea?
Yes.
Okay. So you didn't do due diligence about the contractor? How was he appointed? How was he given the award?
Well,
do you know whether he had a financial?
No,
do you know whether he has the necessary machinery and workforce to do this contract?
Yes, we know that. And they do their submissions. They do their submissions.
They are submitting. What kind of submissions?
In terms of the workmen, their equipment, they do all the submissions.
You inspect all the equipment? Did you do the inspection?
Yes.
Where is the
report?
Where is your inspection report?
When they do the...
Where is your inspection report?
No, I don't put that. I don't have that.
My friend, you don't know your job. See, you wasting time with you is one thing I don't want to do. Let's proceed to other issues. But let me tell you, you, the CEO, will have a lot to answer for the contracts you have been awarding and get involved in without following due process.
Right.
Because some issues are very intentional, Mr. Keita. Is it Mr. Keita? Very intentional. Now, in your statement, you had the issue of in 2022, some projects that were funded by council. The solar lights for 6 villages, $500,000. Again, for these projects, we will need the full details of the contractor and the process. The toilet rehabilitation at Kaur Junction, toilet rehabilitation at Bara Car Park. You do not also issue certificate of completion as well?
No.
For all this?
No.
Did you even know a certificate of completion, you should issue it?
Yes.
Then why did you not issue a certificate of completion?
No, because the council is not, we are not used to giving it out, really.
What is we are not used to? You are employed as an expert. You know that you are supposed to do this, and you did not do it. Who is supposed to do this? Is it not you?
So you indicate, it is indicated in the documents that the Kaur Junction, Farafenye, toilet rehabilitation, this was in 2022. And you expended 216,200. And the toilet rehabilitation in Baraka Park, you expended $216,025. What is the dimension of the first toilet, the one at the Kaur Junction?
These are public toilets at Farafenye and Kaur.
What is the dimension? Is it 1 toilet, 2 toilets, 3 toilets? We want to know because
that of Farafenye, I think, is six cubicles, 6 apartments with a corridor in front, roofed and tile.
What was the rehabilitation for this, the Kaur Junction, Farafenye?
No, the toilet collapsed. Basically, it collapsed and it was not in use at all. And the area is so strategically located that people needed that toilet to function.
The Baraka Park, how many units?
Equally the same. Bara is also the same. I think Bara is even more than the Farafenye. Yeah, because Bara you have almost you have 7 plus 4, making 11 different
Okay, bring the
cubicles.
Documentation. Since you expended this almost the same amount,
Yes.
the differentials is just
It's not much.
100 and something.
Yes, yes.
180, 80
Yeah.
something or 75. So bring us the documentation, we see why the huge differences. Thank you.
Okay.
Yes, Council.
Yes, the last issue, Mr. Keita, for the day with you, but you'll come back tomorrow, is you gave an additional statement after your testimony in the morning. Correct?
Yes. Yes.
We'll ask that you be given the statement of the 25th of February 2025. Is that your statement, your additional statement?
Yes.
We apply to turn the statement of the witness, additional statement of the witness of Alasana Keita into evidence as an exhibit.
Okay.
The further additional statement dated the 25th of February 2025 made by the witness is hereby admitted in evidence as an exhibit, and it is marked as LGC/KEAC/AK/006.
As the commission places. We have 3 vouchers mentioned. Do you raise vouchers at council level?
No.
You don't raise vouchers?
No.
But you prepare a requisition?
Yes.
We have the voucher number 21000913. 3rd July 2021. You put up the requisition for waste collection and disposal at Farafenya. Now, the check that was raised in the name of Noha Dabo. Who is Noha Dabo?
Noha Dabo is one of our revenue collector. He was the station officer at Farafenya.
So when this check was raised in his name, did you have access to this money?
No, I have no idea about that.
But you had raised the request for waste collection and disposal. You were in charge.
No, I raised it, sent to CEO, because normally what happens, when Farafenye, we have a lot of waste collection points, but council is concentrated on only 3 collection points, permanent points. So the other areas, they are basically on ISO areas, for example, on the Kauru Highway near GNPC, you have Mauritania. So those areas, most of the time when there are huge of waste, either the council or the public health or the National Environment Agency writes to council. Sometimes we do joint inspection. Sometimes I go with my assistants. We look at the area. If it needs cleansing, then we request for the CEO, for the office to intervene. And we write to the CEO for that activity to be carried out.
But who will do the hiring of the trucks?
No, I have never been involved in the hiring.
But who is involved?
Yeah, because
if
normally
you are coordinating this activity, now who's involved?
Well, it's at the level of because the waste for Bara and Farafenye is the collectors and the resident collectors, because even our tractors,
we know for the most part, you'll have some of these tractors for free.
You have?
These tractors for free sometimes to collect waste.
I cannot.
We have had that evidence that people just give you their tractors.
People just give?
They are tractors for you to use for a day to collect this waste.
Yes, that happens.
Yes.
That happens on the daily collection points, because like when our tractors are grounded, for example, the main market, when the tractor is grounded and council don't have a tractor.
Let me show you these invoices. The first, I've read the invoice number. The second, 22000428. The third, 22000707. You raised the requisition and the value or the amount stated therein. So we will have to explain to us how you arrive at those figures. Yes, you recognize those?
Yes, I recognize them.
Okay. We apply to tender the 3 vouchers, the voucher numbers of which have been read, to be admitted into evidence and marked as exhibits.
The first voucher is dated the 31st of July 2021. The second voucher is dated 30th of March 2022. And the third voucher is dated the 30th of June 2022. These 3 vouchers are admitted together as exhibit in evidence, and they are marked as LGC/KEAC/AK/007.
As the commission places. Now, the figures in the vouchers, in the requisition you have raised, let me ask that you be given the requisition again for the 3 vouchers.
Yes, wait. Let me just-
Just read your first requisition for the first voucher.
Waste collection and disposal at Farafenye. Waste is being indiscriminately disposed in Farafenye at different locations. Waste is visible along the highway, Lumo premises, and the neighborhood. Farafenye, being a commercial hub, is experiencing a lot of waste generation, especially from the business operatives. 3 major areas are of concern and should be cleaned as a matter of urgency. These are Farafenye Lumo site, after GNPC towards Kunjo, and opposite FRG camp. Then, I am recommendation, hiring of duty of a loader for 2 days, hiring of a truck for 2 days, and clear all the waste from the temporal dump site and transport to the main dump site at Makafarafenyo.
Now read the value now for the hiring of the trucks and the loader.
For the cost.
Yes.
Yeah, the budget activity.
As itemized.
Yes, budget activity below.
Right.
For the budget number 1, you have the hiring of a loader, 1 loader for 2 days. Loader daily is 30,000, that is 60.
How did you know this?
We have a rate in the region. We have a rate of these loaders and trucks, because I worked on the EDF. On the EU project as a project support staff.
No one is interested in that.
There's a rate of that we are using as our benchmark.
No one is interested in that. That is the EU project and your benchmark and your
at council.
Let's proceed with this.
Then you have the 2 days for the truck also at 20,000.
How do you know this?
I'm telling you the rates. I have that in the office. I can submit that also.
Go ahead.
Yes. So that is 100,000 for that.
Is that your job?
Yes.
That's not your job. Your job should have just stopped at where you wrote a letter to the CEO requesting for the cleaning exercise.
If
that's where you should stop.
Okay.
You have no business with money and value. There's another unit for that.
Can I come?
Yes, you can.
The budgets that we are responsible, anything that we are planning, we attach a cost for the office to know this is the benchmark. It depends on the implementation now you seek for example, you get your quotations and seek for your limits. Because even GPPA right now, when we submit our proposals to GPPA, they ask for the cost. Now the real cost, alongside with the tender dossier, for them to be able to know. You could not cost your projects. How can you cost the trucks and the loaders? We cannot cost our projects? Yes. Properly, you did not. The borehole that we discussed, Dar es Salaam, you could not cost it. You could not. Is that not a fact? The borehole is one of the projects. Exactly. But if you could not cost it. So now the money that was paid, the check was issued. You are saying you have no knowledge about how it was expended? No, I have no idea about the payments. Now, were payments issued? You know, of course. What I know was raised for this. No, what I know, after the works, I do and go and inspect the sites and found that the works were done. Where is your report? The reports, normally, that's a work that I do and do pictures sometimes. Where is the picture? Where are the pictures? Corresponding to this? You know, these are mobile phones. Who asked you to take pictures with mobile phones? No, for management to know. Because normally when I go to the site, you don't do this for management, you do this for record purposes. Yes. Now where is your report to show that you have inspected the environment and the work was carried out successfully? That we don't write. You don't have? Yes. So how would anyone know, how would the commissioners know, in fact, this was not a ghost exercise geared towards receiving money
fraudulently?
The nature of waste in those areas.
We have not seen it.
If, for example, you don't do this, obviously everybody will know that.
But we have not seen it. Where is the evidence that you have collected this waste?
That we don't write. I don't write.
Yes, because we have had evidence from even the other report saying that the collection of the waste and things that you would purport to have done in some areas have not been done.
You see, well, you see, everyone is entitled to your opinion. But I know for say,
let me help you.
Even the recent, even the recent letter from the National Security Office, we had, I think even I have that pictures here with me. I have in my mobile, those activities in my mobile here. I have that one. That one I can show you.
So you don't have a report, you don't have any form of certificate or report to show the ones that have been contracted. Have you met the contractors, those who are supposed to pick up this waste?
No, because what I say there are people on the ground, either the councillors, the NEA personnel, or the whatever health personnel we have on the ground. They make sure that they are on the ground with them.
How much money is paid for this?
How?
How much money is paid for this?
I don't know.
How much money is paid for that one?
100,000.
$100,000.
Yeah, yes.
So definitely there needed to be a form of inspection to ascertain that work was done.
Yes, when the work is done, later, when I go and see, and also the reports from the community, is that it's done.
That's all for today for this witness.
Last question. Now, this budget, was it from your development budget?
Yes.
It's provided for?
It's provided for.
So this is in which year? This is in which year?
This, I think, is 2022.
2022.
2021 is here. This one is 2023.
Give me the one that is between our mandate.
This is 2023. This is 2022.
We will continue tomorrow.
Okay.
We will you will refer us to the budget line where you expended this amount.
Okay.
Irais.